Right, good evening, Dowse. Thanks very much for coming to talk to us.
No
Never
problem.
easy after a 4-0 defeat. I thought we played a good game. They just had 4 chances and scored from them. Would be my summary of the game.
I've just been speaking to Neil Orley there, to be fair, and the lads never threw a towel in there. Listen, I knew what this season was going to be about, and I think deep down everybody in the club did. And, like for example, just like examples, that's all, where we have been in a lovely hotel, because it's very well managed by a Football League managers, and they've got Football League players. And a Football League club, really. And it's something we've got to strive to. It is, and it'll take time. But, they've been in a hotel in the Hilton all afternoon where our lads were late for the game. It's little things like that we're starting to find the big difference what the league's about. But I wasn't too disheartened. I thought that Rossi had one save to make all game. I thought if Loza scores and make it 2-1, we could have a fight up on it. I thought we start the second half ever so well. I really did. And if Torp scores that header and makes a game of it, but it's not too much wrong in what we want to try to achieve here. We're still doing great. The lads are still doing fantastic. I tried to beat the drum and say, little work. And I thought it was a handball, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you not think it was a handball?
Definitely.
So all of these results there. But, we haven't won 13-4. But if you look at it, and I'm not trying to say things don't lie, we're best side in our league on a Saturday.
Yep.
So we've lost 5 out of 6 games on a Tuesday night. We've only lost 1 against Bournemouth on a Saturday. And I tried to say that before kick-off. I'm not taking anything away from Neil and Notts County and Football League clubs and little working, but I look at it this afternoon. I took 30 people around the ground, junior cards. We've got to try to make that into 40-50. We've got to build the club off the pitch as well as on it. I realise that as well. I don't want to batter the lads too much because I didn't think it deserved to get battered, because I just thought we were playing against a very good side. Their 3 midfield players, I told me, were absolutely brilliant. And, the way we had defended their 5 at the back was unique, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So, but he probably cost, I'm not just saying it, and he probably cost more than half of my team. So we've got to find a solution. We've got to work hard on Thursday, and I'm quite upbeat, to be honest. I really am, because that's why I took a job for, to get games like this. Now, what you see, I've got to narrow a gap between me and that manager, who's a Football League manager, and we've got to try to narrow a gap between our players and them. And I'm sure we will do, given time. Not alarming, because against the side we just played, but disappointing. I've got that, but I'm not going to read that much into it, to be honest. And like I say, I've been on here 1,000 times and told the truth, and that's honest truth. We're not far away.
And I thought for vast periods of the game, certainly in the second half, we were knocking it around well.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the possession, but we certainly weren't embarrassed from that point of view. So we took the game to them, but certainly they had a couple of breaks and managed to score from them.
I'd like to say, he's just said in his press conference there that we give him more problems than Chesterfield.
Oh.
But that's nothing if we concede 4 goals, because defensively in the last few weeks we haven't been very good. But the bottom line is, that's what's going to happen. The bottom line is, you play against Football League players, they're going to hurt you. And if we can't nick a goal on the other end, that's going to hurt us. But, we're a very good side, and we did put balls in the box. And we did, like, some of the delivery tonight was excellent. Yeah. And that we're saying, will somebody just die to put a ball in the back of the net? We didn't have to die to put a ball in the back of our net. We scored a whirly from 25 yards. We got a cross from the right-hand side and headed in. The third goal, 2 people step out and 1 doesn't. And the fourth one was the left back trying to do a little flick here, getting caught in a one-on-one situation where I don't know how it ended up like that, to be honest. So where we try to work a couple of opens a night and try to die to get a goal, we have never had to die. And we keep on seeing the amount of sloppy goals we concede. But it was against a better side, a good side, better players, better manager. So I'm going to fight tooth and nail to get my standards up to him, and I hope our players will look at that and stick together, because Casey was saying when walking off, some people are looking at it in disgust, and I don't think we deserve that, to be honest, and I think anybody who thinks like that's an idiot, to tell you the truth. Not supporters, to tell you the truth. So it's we'll fight, we'll work hard. I want in it for the long haul sort of thing. We want, first of all, we'll stay in the league. I'm telling you that now, we'll stay in the league. And I think anybody would have settled for that. It's just how we're going to progress it. We're 1 place away from a playoff still, but we need to stop a run. And I don't think it's a rot. I just think it's one of them runs we're having where everything's going against us. All right, I'm not trying to feel sorry. I just come away feeling a bit. I thought that wasn't as bad as it was made out. That's what I'm being honest, like, you know what I mean. So I feel a bit hard done by about the scoreline, even though I think they're an excellent side.
Yeah, and on the point you just made, we're 8th, we're only 8 points off the top.
Yep.
After 19 games, I think all our fans would have certainly welcomed that at the beginning of the season.
There'll be concern on a couple of things because what happened 2 years ago, and there'll be concern because we haven't won in a long time. Had a lot of draws, but haven't won in. But I'll stick to my word and all that. I think it was a really great achievement getting promoted last year from the lads. I think it'd be a really great achievement if you look what everybody's got in this league to stay in this league. I really do. I don't think it'd be good. I think it'd be a great achievement to do that, and we'll do it. And if it don't, to sack us, simple as that. Well, they said they wouldn't sack us because they said we would like to still be here if we got relegated. But I'm telling you, I'll be saying if we get relegated because I don't want to take the club back to where I got it from. So I'm telling you, we'll not get relegated. Them players are too good to get relegated, even part-time, even against the odds, even against AFL, where everybody's feeling at the minute. Like I say, just go back to stats and all that about losing 5 or 6 on a Tuesday night. It tells a story somewhere.
Yeah. Because obviously we played on Saturday and we haven't had a chance to get together apart from tonight when the players arrived. You're training on Thursday, you're ahead of our trip to Stockport next Saturday. Yeah. So what will you be working on Thursday night? Have you had any thoughts about that yet, or is it too early to say?
Yeah, we'll have an hour. Yeah, an hour, half a pitch we'll have it. And that's what we'll do. So it's one of them where that's all we can do. I just think, how we can... I'm not going to keep beating the drum, but we can do it and work on shape and defensive corners, forward, against. And when we've got floodlights the light up there really, and they're looking onward. And you try to do the best you can. That little half a pitch was like a quarter pitch really, but that's where we are. That's where the club is at the minute. That's where I am, my management crew at the minute. That's where the players are, and this football club is. So there's no worries, and we'll move forward from now, and we'll look forward to Saturday's game.
And one question which some of the fans were saying on the Moaners Corner, where I was the second half, we only used one substitute. Was that tactical, or were you saving guys for Saturday?
No, because what the plan was at half time was give it a good 15 minutes, which I thought we were excellent for 15 minutes. Put them on the cushion, get the Hodges on the world, and it was all planned to do that. And I thought, go on, keep going, nick a goal, and we're back in the game. Once it went to 3 and 4, I had to go the other way and make sure that we didn't concede 5, 6, 7. So I didn't want to put any more attacking players on because I thought, even though we might nick a goal, we might concede more. So that was tackling on that point just to keep winning the game. Keep the scoreline down because he didn't want to be at 6 or 7, and that's honest truth.
And again, Moaners were quite adamant that the lino and the ref missed some key decisions. There's about 4 consecutive shouts for penalties. Obviously, you can't and shouldn't comment, but the crowd thought we were hard done by tonight by some of the decisions.
I thought so. Maybe it's the second goal. I would like to look at the offside as well. I'd like to have a look at that, but these things aren't going for about a minute. But need complaints with the effort at all of the players tonight. No complaints whatsoever against an unbelievable side with players who played in the Premiership and that side, the managers who managed in the Football League, and their best side were played. But I did think we'd give something tonight. I really did, and I always tell the truth. We'll not be far off.
Great. Well, let's go again on Saturday. Yep. Let's get the win that we need and get November off to a great start. Thanks for your time, Dowse. Safe trip. See you Saturday.
All right, no worries. Okay, cheers. Bye.